Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Do you believe the world is full of opportunities, or do you see it as a place of limits and scarcity? Because the way you answer that question will determine the direction of your life. You see, there are two types of people in this world. One wakes up every morning believing there's only so much to go around, that success is reserved for the lucky few, and that wealth, happiness, and fulfillment are somehow beyond their reach. The other type, they wake up knowing that opportunities are everywhere, that success is a matter of personal growth, and that life is abundant when you learn to see it that way. The question is, which one are you? If you want to develop an abundance mindset, you must start with the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you act. Let's break it down. Most people focus on what they lack. They say, I don't have enough time, enough money, enough resources. But the ones who succeed, they focus on what they do have and how they can use it to create more. It's not about what's missing. It's about what's possible. An abundance mindset starts with awareness. Train yourself to see potential where others see problems. When you walk into a room, don't see limitations. See ideas, partnerships, and possibilities waiting to be unlocked. Your words shape your reality. If you constantly talk about how hard things are, how unfair life is, and how little you have, you're reinforcing a scarcity mindset. Instead, use words of growth, expansion, and opportunity. One of the greatest signs of an abundance mindset is the willingness to invest in your growth. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, or learning a new skill, growth leads to more opportunities. If you're not investing in yourself, you're operating from scarcity. You want more in life? Start giving more. Whether it's your time, your effort, or your knowledge, give. Because the more you give, the more life gives back to you. Generosity is the currency of abundance. You cannot develop an abundance mindset if you're constantly around people who believe in limits. Find mentors, friends, and communities that believe in growth, success, and possibility, because mindsets are contagious. Scarcity focuses on immediate needs. Abundance plays the long game. Don't just think about what you need this month. Ask yourself, who am I becoming in the next 5, 10, 20 years? Develop the vision of your future self and start acting like that person today. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you attract more. Take time every day to acknowledge your blessings, and you'll begin to see even more opportunities unfold before you. An abundance mindset is not just about thinking, it's about doing. The people who achieve success aren't the ones who just wish for it, they are the ones who act in faith. Move forward with confidence, knowing that the universe rewards those who take action. Scarcity expects failure. Abundance expects success and prepares for it. Set big goals, believe in yourself, and start preparing as if it's already yours, because when you expect the best, you put yourself in position to receive it. Most people go through life focusing on what they don't have. They wake up thinking about the bills they can't pay, the opportunities they missed, or the resources they lack. They spend their days counting what's missing instead of recognizing what's possible. And let me tell you, that kind of thinking will keep you exactly where you are. But the people who succeed, the ones who rise above their circumstances, have trained themselves to think differently. They don't wake up asking, what am I lacking? They ask, what do I have and how can I use it? They understand that life isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about making the most of what's already in their hands. Two people can stand in the same place, face the same challenge, and yet see two completely different worlds. One sees obstacles, the other sees opportunities. One sees limits, the other sees potential. One asks, why is this happening to me? The other asks, how can I grow from this? The difference isn't the situation, it's the perspective. And perspective is a choice. You can choose to believe that life is working against you, or you can believe that every experience, good or bad, is leading you somewhere greater. You can choose to see failures as proof that you should give up, or you can see them as lessons that will make you stronger. You can choose to focus on what's wrong, or you can focus on what you can do right now to move forward. The truth is, the world will always present both scarcity and abundance. The question is, which one are you training yourself to see? Because what you focus on expands. If you focus on limits, you'll find more limits. If you focus on possibilities, you'll start to see them everywhere. So take a look at your thoughts, your words, and your attitude. Are you seeing the lack or are you seeing the opportunity? Are you focused on what's missing or are you using what you have to create something greater? Because the moment you shift your perspective, the world will open up in ways you never imagined. You have to develop the ability to spot opportunity where others see nothing. This means shifting from a mindset of reaction to a mindset of creation. Most people react to life. They wait for conditions to be perfect before they make a move. But those who succeed don't wait, they create. They see an idea, a need, a gap in the market, and they ask, how can I turn this into something valuable? But this doesn't happen by accident. You have to train yourself to think this way. You have to make it a habit to ask the right questions. When a challenge appears, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, where's the opportunity in this? When times get tough, don't say, there's nothing I can do. Say, what's the best move I can make right now? That small shift in thinking changes everything. Look at the world around you. Every business that exists today started as someone seeing an opportunity others overlooked. Every innovation, every breakthrough, every success story began with someone who refused to accept things as they were and instead asked, how can this be better? Train your mind to think this way. Read books that expand your thinking. Spend time with people who challenge you to see beyond your current situation. Develop the habit of looking deeper, of asking better questions, of seeing past the surface. Because once you train yourself to see opportunity, you'll realize that it was always there. You just had to open your eyes to it. Words are powerful. The way you speak about your life, your future, and your potential shapes the way you experience the world. Some people talk themselves out of success before they even begin. They say, I can't afford that. I'm not lucky like them. Things never work out for me. And what happens? Their life reflects exactly what they speak. But successful people, they understand that words are more than just sounds. They are instructions to the mind. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, they ask, how can I afford it? Instead of saying, I don't have enough, they say, I have everything I need to start. Instead of saying, I'll never be successful, they say, I'm on my way. Their words create an environment of possibility, of growth, of expansion. If you constantly talk about limits, your mind will believe in limits. If you constantly talk about problems, your mind will focus on problems. But if you speak words of abundance, your mind will start searching for opportunities. It's not magic, it's psychology. Your brain follows the direction of your dominant thoughts and words. Think about the words you use every day. Are they reinforcing scarcity or abundance? Do you talk about what's missing, or do you speak about what's possible? When you wake up, do you say another hard day, or do you say another day full of possibilities? When you talk about your future, do you say, I hope it works out, or do you say, I'm building something great? Speaking the language of abundance doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, on possibilities instead of limitations. It means using words that build confidence, strengthen your vision, and push you to take action. Because the way you speak about your life determines the way you live it. So choose your words wisely, and soon your world will start to reflect the abundance you've been speaking into existence. If you want to change your life, start by changing yourself. The greatest investment you will ever make is not in stocks, real estate, or business. It's in your own growth. Because when you grow, everything around you grows. Some people spend their lives waiting for things to improve. They wait for better opportunities, better circumstances, better luck. But the ones who truly succeed don't wait. They develop themselves to the point where they can create the opportunities they desire. They understand that success is not something you chase, it's something you attract by becoming more valuable. Think about it. If you want more money, you have to become the kind of person who can manage and multiply money. If you want better relationships, you have to develop the skills of communication, empathy, and leadership. If you want to achieve great things, you have to first become a person of greatness. It all starts with you. Investing in yourself means reading books that expand your thinking. It means surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to be better. It means learning new skills that increase your value in the marketplace. It means attending seminars, listening to mentors, and constantly looking for ways to improve. Because the truth is, your income, your success, and your happiness will rarely exceed your level of personal development. Some people say, I don't have time for that, or I can't afford to invest in myself right now. But the reality is, you can't afford not to. Every day you delay your growth is a day you delay your success. Every dollar you hesitate to invest in yourself is a dollar you'll miss out on in the future. The cost of not growing is far greater than the cost of any book, course, or mentor. So make it a priority. Set aside time every day to learn, to improve, to become better than you were yesterday, because the more you grow, the more you'll have to offer. And when you become more, you will naturally attract more opportunities, more success, and more abundance. The key is simple. Invest in yourself, and life will invest in you. There's a simple principle in life that most people overlook. If you want more, start by giving more. It may sound backward to some. After all, isn't success about getting? But those who truly understand how the world works know that life rewards those who give first. Look at the most successful people in any field. What do they have in common? They provide value. They solve problems. They contribute more than they take. And because of that, success flows to them. The marketplace rewards those who bring something valuable to the table. But too many people operate with a scarcity mindset. They hold back. They say, I'll give more when I have more. They wait for life to give to them before they're willing to give in return. But that's not how it works. You don't wait to be paid before you deliver value. You deliver value first, and then the rewards follow. If you want more money, find ways to serve more people. If you want more respect, give more respect. If you want more love, give more love. The law is simple. What you put out into the world will always come back to you, often multiplied. This applies in business, in relationships, in every area of life. The people who thrive in their careers are not the ones who do the bare minimum. They're the ones who go the extra mile. The strongest relationships are built by those who give without constantly keeping score. The happiest people are the ones who focus on how they can add value to others rather than just focusing on themselves. And here's the best part. When you give more than you take, life has a way of filling you back up. Opportunities appear, doors open, the right people show up. Not because of luck, but because the world naturally moves to support those who contribute. So the question is, how much are you giving? Are you doing just enough to get by, or are you pushing yourself to give more, to serve more, to become more? The answer to that question will determine what life gives back to you, because the secret to receiving is not in waiting. It's in giving first. The people you spend time with will shape your thinking, your attitude, and ultimately your results. You can have the best intentions, the biggest dreams, and all the potential in the world, but if you surround yourself with people who think small, who dwell on problems instead of solutions, who always talk about what's wrong instead of what's possible, eventually their mindset will rub off on you. Take a look at your environment. Are you surrounded by people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to grow? Or are you spending your time with those who complain, make excuses, and see limits everywhere they look? Because whether you realize it or not, your mindset is being shaped by the people around you every single day. The difference between those who achieve success and those who stay stuck often comes down to association. When you're around people who think in terms of abundance, who believe in possibilities, who focus on solutions, who are always learning and growing, you start to think the same way. Their perspective becomes your perspective. Their energy lifts you higher. Their belief strengthens your belief. But if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, by scarcity thinking, by people who tell you why things won't work instead of how they can, then no matter how hard you try, that mindset will start to pull you down. It's like trying to run forward while carrying a heavy weight. Eventually, it slows you down. That's why you have to be intentional about who you allow into your mental space. Find mentors who have achieved what you want and learn from them. Spend time with people who have big goals and are taking action to reach them. Engage in conversations that expand your thinking, not ones that shrink it. Fill your mind with books, ideas, and teachings from those who have mastered the principles of success. You don't need to cut people out of your life, but you do need to control your environment. You can love family and friends, but that doesn't mean you take advice from those who have never been where you want to go. The key is to seek out those who will elevate you, because when you surround yourself with abundant thinkers, you'll start to see the world the way they do. Full of opportunity, full of growth, full of endless possibilities. And when you see it that way, nothing can stop you. Most people live their lives day by day, reacting to whatever comes their way. They handle problems as they arise, make decisions based on immediate needs, and hope that somehow things will work out in the future. But hope is not a strategy. If you don't have a clear vision for your life, you'll end up wherever the wind blows. And that's usually not where you want to be. The people who achieve real success, the kind that lasts, have something in common. They think long term. They don't just focus on what they need today or even this year. They have a vision that stretches 5, 10, 20 years into the future. They know exactly where they're headed, and every action they take today is aligned with that vision. Think about a builder constructing a skyscraper. They don't just start pouring concrete and hope it turns into something impressive. They have a blueprint, a detailed plan that guides every step of the process. Your life should be no different. Without a vision, you'll spend your time working hard but going in circles. With a vision, every effort moves you closer to something meaningful. Now, developing a long-term vision requires you to ask yourself some big questions. Where do you want to be in 5 years? In 10? What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to make? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? These are not questions to be answered lightly. They require deep thought, reflection, and a willingness to dream bigger than your current circumstances. Once you have that vision, everything changes. Your decisions become clearer. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve your future. You start developing habits that align with your goals. You begin to see setbacks not as failures, but as lessons that prepare you for what's ahead. Because when you have a strong enough vision, temporary struggles don't shake you. They strengthen you. But here's the secret. A long-term vision only works if you commit to it daily. It's not enough to write down your goals and forget about them. You have to remind yourself of them constantly. You have to take action every day, no matter how small, that moves you in the right direction. The key is consistency, because success isn't built in a day, but it is built daily. So ask yourself, are you living with purpose or just drifting? Are you making decisions based on where you want to be or just reacting to the present moment? Because the future belongs to those who can see it before it arrives. Develop a vision so clear, so strong, that it pulls you forward, even on the hardest days. Because once you know where you're going, nothing can stop you from getting there. Gratitude is one of the most powerful principles for creating an abundant life, yet most people overlook it. They spend their days focusing on what they don't have, what's missing, what's wrong. They compare themselves to others, always chasing the next thing, believing that happiness and success are somewhere in the future. But let me tell you, if you can't appreciate what you have now, more will never be enough. The truth is, gratitude isn't just a nice idea, it's a mindset that transforms the way you experience life. When you start appreciating what you already have, something amazing happens. You begin to see more opportunities, attract more success, and feel a greater sense of fulfillment. Because abundance isn't just about having more, it's about recognizing the value of what's already in your hands. Think about the most successful people you know, not just in terms of money, but in terms of fulfillment, happiness, and peace of mind. They don't wake up every day complaining about what they lack. They wake up with a sense of appreciation. They acknowledge their progress, their lessons, their blessings. And because of that, life continues to give them more to be grateful for. But those who focus only on what's missing, they live in a constant state of scarcity. No matter how much they achieve, it's never enough. They always feel like they're falling behind. They think, I'll be grateful when I have more money, when I reach my goal, when I get the recognition. But that's backwards thinking. Gratitude isn't a reward for success, it's the foundation of it. Now, gratitude doesn't mean you stop striving for more. It doesn't mean you settle or stop growing. It means you learn to appreciate where you are on the way to where you're going. It means you recognize that every challenge, every setback, every experience is shaping you into the person you need to become. So make gratitude a daily habit. Start each day by acknowledging something good in your life. Keep a journal, say it out loud, or just take a moment to reflect. The more you focus on what's right, the more you'll see what's possible. Because when you live in a state of gratitude, abundance follows. Not just in what you have, but in how you experience life. And that, my friend, is the key to true wealth. You can have the best ideas, the biggest dreams, and the most detailed plans, but none of it matters if you don't take action. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect time, waiting until they feel ready, waiting until the fear goes away. But let me tell you, if you wait until you feel completely ready, you'll be waiting forever. Success belongs to those who move, not to those who overthink, not to those who hesitate, but to those who take bold, decisive action, and not just any action taken with confidence, because how you move matters just as much as the fact that you move. When you step forward with hesitation, with doubt, with fear, the world can sense it. But when you take action with confidence, you create momentum, and momentum attracts results. Now, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop. And how do you develop it? By taking action. Confidence comes from doing, from stepping out, from proving to yourself that you are capable. Every time you take action, even in the face of uncertainty, you build the belief that you can handle whatever comes next. Some people think they need confidence before they take action, but they've got it backward. Confidence doesn't come first, action does. You don't feel ready and then start. You start and then you become ready. You don't wait to feel fearless before making a move. You move first, and fear begins to fade. Of course, there will be times when doubt creeps in, times when you don't know if you're making the right decision. But here's the key. Taking imperfect action is always better than standing still, because even if you make a mistake, you're learning. Even if you stumble, you're growing, and every step you take brings you closer to your goal. So ask yourself, what's one thing you've been putting off? What's one action you know you need to take, but you've been waiting for the right time? Because the truth is, the right time is now. The moment you decide to move forward with confidence, doors will open, opportunities will appear, and life will begin to meet you at the level of your action. Remember, success doesn't go to the person who hesitates, it goes to the person who takes action with confidence. So step forward, move boldly, and watch how life starts working in your favor. Success starts in the mind. If you expect failure, setbacks, and disappointment, you'll unconsciously prepare for them, and sure enough, they'll show up. But if you expect the best, if you expect growth, opportunity, and success, you'll begin preparing in a way that makes those things a reality. Expectation is a powerful force. It shapes your attitude, your actions, and even the way people respond to you. When you expect great things, you carry yourself differently. You walk with confidence, you speak with certainty, and you take action with a sense of purpose. But here's the key. You don't just expect the best, you prepare for it. Because expecting success without preparing for it is just wishful thinking. Look at the people who achieve great things. They don't just hope things work out, they make sure they do. They have a vision for where they're going, and they prepare themselves mentally, physically, and strategically to get there. They develop the right skills, build the right relationships, and put themselves in the best possible position to succeed.